Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the incubation training. So far you guys have been through 2 sections. The number 1 was an introduction to show how the incubation training will work. Number 2 was a awesome Meet Herbalife training with your upline millionaire team member Zanti Swanepoel. And now we're at part 3, which is going to be about the basic foundational concepts of the Herbalife structure. So guys, today is going to be really important, so take great notes, but just to explain to you where this fits in and how the rest of the incubation is going to work. With the rest of the parts, it's going to get more and more practical. So yes, there are some basic things you're going to learn now in the beginning stages of the incubation training, and you might wonder, like, when are we getting to how to sell the products? When are we getting to the practical stuff? Well, just hang in there. It's coming very soon. We're already going to talk about some really practical things in this training, but as we go to the last couple of trainings, part of the incubation, you're going to see, you're going to get really practical and know exactly what to go do and execute. But these sections are as important, getting to know Herbalife, understanding some of the concepts, and really having them I won't say memorize, but getting familiar with these concepts where you can talk to other people about them. So make sure you understand them. And this section is one of my favorites, the basic training. And probably out of all the sections that we're going to go through in the incubation, this one today, part 3, the basics, is probably the most important. If you have this section in place, the rest will make so much more sense. So make sure to take great note, and we're going to get started straight away. Let me quickly screen share over here. So the first time I got to know this section we're going to cover, I was a brand new member, and I was probably in my first couple of days in the business. And when I heard this the first time, I remember the trainer saying this clearly, and he said, "This is the most important part of the Herbalife training curriculum." Or he said, "This is the most important training you'll ever need in Herbalife." And he says, you're going to hear this many times over and over, and every time it's as important. So he started with drawing a little 3-part diagram as the one you see on your screen now. And he started writing the first into the first little third. And he said, the products is the first part of our business. So guys, the products are the star of the show, and the products are smart so that we don't have to be. So I am a dropout university student. My wife, Ruzan, is a teacher's assistant, a reading teacher, and herself, myself, and you on this training, we all get to sell these products. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be a qualified person to do so. Anyone from any type of background may sell these products, and the reason why is because the products are safe, effective, and smart, so that we don't have to be smart. Okay, so the products are incredible, and if you think about it, the only way our business really works is if we have something valuable to go take into the marketplace. So the products is by far the most important part of what we do, and they are the rock stars of the show. Never do I want to be the rock star of my business. I want the products to be the rock star of my business. So the products are incredible. Then the next part is the marketing plan. What is the marketing plan? Well, we're going to have a whole training just in the marketing plan later in this incubation. But the marketing plan is how the business works, how we all get started at 25% discount and profit and move our way up all the way to 50% and beyond. So the marketing plan is how the business works. Now, the marketing plan is smart, once again, so that we don't have to be. We don't have to put together this very intelligent way of working, because it's all been put together for us. And the marketing plan is one of the most incredible ways to earn an income that I've ever looked at, and that is probably around. So guys, take the marketing plan very seriously. And now here's the thing. You'll see there's a little 100% underneath the products and underneath the marketing plan. This means the following, that the products work 100% of the time. And the marketing plan, the second part, works 100% of the time as well. So the products work all the time. There's no way for the products not to work. The products, they just work. Who are the products for? Well, the products is for anyone that eats, which is all humans, right? Anyone that eats can take these products. It's just good nutrition. So, and they work 100% of the time for everybody, right? Now, the marketing plan, last thing on the products, we have the same products at our disposal as what you do. as any new member in Herbalife. So guys, if you just got started in the business, or you've been in the business for a couple of years, or maybe you're one of the senior people in South Africa that's been a Herbalife member for 20 plus years, no matter where you are, you have access to the same products, right? And the marketing plan works the same way. Yes, it works 100% of the time for everybody. Everyone starts at the same place. Everyone moves up the same way. There is no judgment or prejudice against any type of race, religion, gender, background, qualification level. None of that makes a difference in the marketing plan because it's an equal opportunity for me and you. Everyone starts at the same place and everyone moves up the same way. And the marketing plan never not works. I know that's a bit of a funny sentence, right? But never not works, which means it is always working. Now, here's what you should be asking, right? And you probably are in your head. Marnich, if the products work all the time and the marketing plan works all the time, then what is going to be the defining success factor? What is going to be the thing that helps me win, or what can be the thing that affords me to lose in this business? You can't lose anything, but not reach the goals you have, right? What is going to be that variable? And the answer is, maybe some of you have guessed it, it's the you factor. It's you, all right? So this is amazing because what it means is we have world-class, amazing products that the marketplace wants and needs. We learned that with the part 2 training with the amazing Millionaire team member, Zanti Swanepoel, how she explained how the marketplace wants these products and how we are meeting this marketplace need with the highest quality, most effective, and state-of-the-art products there are. And you learned how people need a business opportunity and how people need an income right now. And our marketing plan really offers us that solution too. So the marketplace is ready for what we want, and what we offer the marketplace is of the highest caliber. Then what will be the thing that determines our success? Well, the only thing is the you factor. What you put in the business and what effort you apply and the person you are, that is going to be the defining factor. And guys, this might be bad news for some of you, but if you really think about it, this is the best news ever, because it means that everything is dependent on you. No one can take this away from you because it's you and your effort that's going to be the defining factor in your business. That's great news because that means you are in control. It means you have all the potential to make this thing happen, and you have the potential for it not to happen, which means you're in control. It's amazing. So if you think about this, guys, then we should be going in on how the U factor works. So before we get into the U factor, let's just cover this quickly. We're going to have an in-depth product training in part 4, where we're going to take you through the products in depth. Part 5 will be the marketing plan. We're going to go through the marketing plan in depth. And it's really important for you to master both the products and the marketing plan. But it's also important for you to master you, because that is the defining factor like we spoke about, right? So what are you supposed to do? Well, what you do is really simple, and it's what all successful Herbalife distributors do. It's quite simple, but there's power in the simplicity. And that is, we use the product, we wear the brand, and we talk to people. Now that might sound like it's overly simplified, but it's not. Use, wear, talk is all we do. We use the products, we wear the brand, and we talk to people. So let's quickly go through those in basics. Using the products means you are an integrous business person. You're actually going out there and offering the marketplace something that you have already used, experienced, and gotten results with, right? And just think about this. If you're not willing to try it on yourself, how can you go out there and offer it to people? So using the products is really, really important. Now, wearing the brand, what does that mean? Well, I've got my little lose weight now, ask me how button on, which I wear everywhere, and you have one in your Herbalife member pack as well. But if you are, for whatever reason, unable to wear this, maybe because of your work situation, your employers might not be happy with you wearing buttons representing other brands on your clothing uniform, or maybe perhaps for whatever reason you are at home. So what would the way of wearing be in different situations? Well, wearing includes the following: having a branded Herbalife nutrition shaker on your table at work, or making your products in public, right? Maybe opening up your Herbalife Formula One Express bar and eating it in public is you representing the brand. So wearing just means you are representing the brand. A great way to wear as well is posting about you and Herbalife on your social media accounts. Me posting a selfie on Facebook or Instagram of how I'm taking my shake in the morning, or how I'm preparing my Pro-Core and tea in the afternoon, or whatever you do regarding the business, that is you wearing as well, because you're representing the brand. So use, wear, and then the last one is talk. And talk is a great part, because how are you going to get word out for your business, and how are you going to get customers and members wanting to get our products and services from us? Well, the only way is to inform people, and the only way to inform people is by talking. Okay, so make sure you guys master talking. And the great part about this is we're going to be using use, wear, talk as our underlying success formula throughout the whole incubation training. There's going to be a training on how to talk, how to now go and speak to people about Herbalife, how to represent the brand better, how to use the products. All these things will be discussed in complete detail during the incubation training. But for you to understand, all we do is use the products, wear the brand, and talk to people. For you to understand that is very important. Great. Now, let's talk about facts versus opinions. Now, this is really important. And the reason why we've put this so early into the incubation training is because this might be one of the reasons why people give up far too soon. Guys, you've started a business, and I'll be honest with you, you're going to face some challenges. You're going to, like anything in life, there are new skills to learn. Like anything in life, you're going to make some small mistakes. Like anything in life, there are going to be small hurdles. But luckily with Herbalife, it's all worth it, because what you will get at the end is going to be worth all the small little challenges you might have faced leading up to that. But one of the small challenges people really have them rock them over, or mean too much to them perhaps, is other people's opinions. Opinions from other people might throw you off. Now, it's really important to understand the difference between a fact and an opinion. Let's start with opinions. Opinions are easy to have, right? Everyone has one, and I'll prove it to you. Even you have different opinions, as well as I do, right? You might have an opinion of what the best car brand is out there, or maybe you have a different opinion about, what someone should, different opinions regarding government perhaps, or different opinions about raising children, or we all have different opinions. And it's kind of awesome, because it's what makes us human, right? Is we are diverse, we have different ways of looking at the world, thinking about things. But here's the problem, that sometimes we let someone's opinion mean more than just an opinion. We let it affect our lives. And a fact is something that's irrefutable. It's something we can't argue, because it is a fact. It's just true, right? An opinion is not necessarily true. It's just what we think, right? But a fact is a fact. So for example, some Herbalife facts include 40 years in business. I mean, imagine having a company run for 40 years, and not only it run for 40 years, but now after 40 years, doing over $7 billion in retail sales. Guys, that's pretty incredible. $7 billion is a big company, right? Being approved in over 90 countries. That means over 90 governments have approved our products as safe and effective for their population's use, and our business has a legitimate way to earn an income in their country, right? So that is incredible, being approved in over 90 countries. 60 doctors and scientists, so many PhDs behind our products that have made sure our products are effective and safe, right? And number 5, Cristiano Ronaldo. For those of you that don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of our brand ambassadors, and he is probably the most marketable sports personality in the world, and he is a proud Herbalife sponsored athlete. He's not just sponsored, but he's co-developed products with Herbalife. He really believes in our cause of making the world healthier and happier. And that's really impressive, right? The fact that the most marketable sports personality in the world loves Herbalife, uses the products every day, and is a fan of what we go and do in the marketplace. Cool. We are the #1 meal replacement in the world. Millions and millions of shakes are consumed every day that have Herbalife written on them. So guys, this is important facts to really ground yourself in, to know the difference between a fact and an opinion. So, but what is the most important fact? The most important fact is what the products have done for you, your product testimony, or what the business model has done for you, your personal business testimony, which means the following. No one can take away from me what the products have done for me. My before and after picture is my fact, right? The way I feel, my energy difference is a fact. The way my wife's body has responded on the products is a fact. So how the business has empowered us financially is a fact. The fact that we started at 19 years old and have now built this business up to something that has been incredible blessing to us and our families is a fact. And that is your most powerful and important fact, is understanding that one point, which is your testimony, what Herbalife has done for you. Okay. Now, the reason why these facts are important to know is because of this, the 90-10 rule. So guys, make good note of this. 90-10 means 90% of what people say out there is based on their opinion. Only 10% of what they say is based on facts. Which means when you go out and talking to people about Herbalife, maybe it's your partner, maybe you're excited and you now have spoken to your parents about Herbalife, or a colleague at work, or maybe just a quick conversation on WhatsApp. And now this conversation about Herbalife has started, and that person, because it's a conversation, that person's going to give you feedback. And sometimes they give us an opinion which might not be too positive. You're going to get some positive opinions. You're going to get some neutral opinions, but you also might get some negative opinions. People that say, oh, Herbalife, I heard about Herbalife and I heard it's not that good. Or I heard about Herbalife, I heard the products don't really work. Or I heard about Herbalife, I heard that the business model isn't really for everybody. And they might have a bit of a negative opinion, and it might even get worse. And this is just the simple fact that all things out there that are successful have a certain level of negativity against it. They say the highest buildings have the most wind, right? So we just need to be grounded in the facts. And the first thing you need to know is that their opinion doesn't really matter. So don't make their opinion more than it is. It's just their opinion. And all you can do is the following. You can just say this one little line that will really help you out. And the line is, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So someone might tell me about their auntie that tried the products and it didn't work. And then I would say, I don't know about that. All I know is this is what happened to me. And these are some of the facts of the company. Or someone says, oh, Herbalife, that business thing. Oh, I heard this and that and this. And then you say, well, I don't know about that. All I know is, and you share with them some facts. And it's not trying to prove other people wrong, because no one likes that. Okay. In business, you can't be proving people wrong and expecting them to be optimistic about what you have. You need to be very careful and socially and emotionally intelligent and just say, I don't know about that. All I know is, and you give them some facts, and don't let it wobble you guys. One little tip that I learned right in the beginning was you don't have to have everyone buy from you. There are millions and millions of people on this planet. Well, in fact, millions and millions of people in your country, millions and millions of people in your province or state. So for me, I live in Gauteng in South Africa, and Gauteng has about 8 million people that live just in Gauteng. So if 1 or 2 people give me a negative opinion, that doesn't mean my business won't work. It simply means that I need to now find the rest that really do want these products, because there's no lack of people that need and want our products. There's only a lack of courage on our part to go out there and provide it to them. So guys, the 90-10 rule is really important for you to understand, and don't get wobbled by anyone's negative opinion, because at the end of the day, your life and your life's quality and your family's life quality is not determined by other people's opinions and thoughts of you. Rather, it's determined by the decisions you make and the things you follow through on. You've decided to do this business for a reason. Don't lose track of that. And we're going to speak about that at the end. So that's the 90-10 rule. Now, let's talk about one of the most important concepts of Herbalife and how it really gets down to why you are in the business. And that is understanding your why. Why? Why have you decided to become a Herbalife member? You might say, well, man, Nick, I really think these products work. I've tried them and they worked for me, so I want to help other people as well. And I'll say, great, but why do you want to do it, right? Why for you? Why? And you might say, no, I just want to, my, I just like the business, and I think it's a good business. And my question would be, but why do you want to do it? Why? And you need to really sit and think about this, because your reason why you are doing Herbalife will be the driving force behind you doing Herbalife. It's really important to understand that, guys. So why are you doing Herbalife? So I'll give you a couple of examples. Maybe, when I got started in Herbalife, I was an accounting student. And like I said, financially, Rosanna and I were dating, but we were definitely not in a good space financially. She was earning a very small income, and I wasn't earning any income. And at the time, we were really dependent on our families, to support us financially. And that's not a great space to be in. So our why in the beginning was to get independent financially so that we can start our life together and get married. Now, when I say that, I get some people giggling in the room, right? But that was our reason. That was our why. And it was so important for us that we were not going to give up. We were not going to, let people's opinions bother us. We were not going to be lazy. We were going to be consistent because our why was important to us. Okay. One of our mentors' whys was because of some medical issues. They were left without an income for many years, and they just wanted to use Herbalife as a vehicle to build a residual passive type of income to secure their family financially. So your family being secure, wow, that's a powerful why. People work hard for that, right? Maybe it's your children. Maybe it's you want to travel more. Maybe you really have it on your heart to help other people. Whatever your why is, it is the most important thing to know right from the beginning. And the important thing is to tell your mentor, your sponsor, your upline in Herbalife what your why is. And the reason is they can remind you in times when you might forget. Because trust me, when some tough times come, it's really easy to forget why you actually started doing this business. And I told my mentor right from the start that if you ever see me forgetting, just remind me why I decided to do this. You may remind me of my why. And so that's probably the end of today's training, is really focusing on your why. I want you guys to write down your why and send it to your sponsor. Send it to the person that you're doing this with, that has your back, that's your cheerleader, to really tell them to remind you of what your why is. In difficult times when you might be steering off track, and you can have that person that really cares for you, just remind you of, remember in the beginning you said this is why you're doing this, let's pull through, let's really make this thing happen. So that's your why. So we covered some basic concepts today, some really important concepts today, and it's a good idea maybe to review your notes again, write down that why, send it to your sponsor, and I can't wait to see you guys on part 4 of the incubation training. Have a good one, everybody.